Welcome to A Heart for Homeschool. My name is Kendra Price, and I'm here to do my third video with you that goes over Trello, and I'm going to share with you how to set up Trello as a homeschool planner that allows your kids to be able to see their weekly assignments. It allows you to be able to track their progress, and it allows your kids to be able to take ownership of their learning and learn how to manage their time effectively. So stay tuned. Okay, in this video, I am going to share with you a online tool that I use for homeschool lesson planning. Now, this online tool is called Trello, and it is typically or formally it is considered a collaboration tool that helps to organize project teams. It's like a virtual whiteboard with sticky notes. However, I really like it for the following reasons. Number one, Trello is free. And one of the major features of Trello that I really love is that my children can also see their lessons each week. They can make adjustments to their schedule and coursework as needed, and I can track the progress and they can track their progress as well. And this is important because typically, if you have a paper planner or you have a lot of the online planners, there is no way for you, short of printing every week or whatnot, for your kids to be able to see and manipulate their course load for the week. But I believe that this online tool is really awesome because it's simple. You can change and move things around and do what you need to do, cater it to fit your needs. And your kids can take ownership in their learning because they are learning time management each week. I'm going to show you how I use Trello, but first I would say that you can do one of two things. You can build your own Trello board yourself, or you can use homeschool planner templates that are available when you do a search. So for example, I'm just going to show you this template by Megan Sipe. Here she has her different lists and tips and tricks. If you don't want to create a board from scratch and you want to just modify an existing board, then I would suggest or recommend that you use a template. Now, I am going to go to my boards because I like to look at templates to have an idea of the possibilities, but I always typically like to build out my own templates or my own boards because I can cater and simplify it for my specific needs. So here I'm going to use my middle schooler, and I'm going to show you my master board. Here is the master board for my daughter, Jasmine. And basically, when you start to create your board, you can change the background. You can change the background and you can upload a different picture. So here on this menu that I've just clicked on to the far right where it says show menu, you can change the background. You can upload a picture or you can have it as a single color. I wanted to have a kind of homeschool space looking background just for aesthetics, and so that's what I did. So now that I have my background, I will show you what I did. So here you can add list, and I have added my weekly class list for Jasmine. So these are all of the classes that she will be taking this year. So there's pre-algebra, general science, guitar, English, geography, biblical worldview. I actually have this twice, so I'm going to remove it. Spanish, the African American history, and I need one for English, okay? So I'm just going to add a card for English. since that is another topic. So when I add a card to a weekly list or a list period, um, I can then click on the little card and I can change things. So, for example, if I want to change the cover for English, Trello has Unsplash that you can search for photos on. And so, let's say that since it's English, I want a writing or a journal. So, here it pulls up pictures from Unsplash, and I will choose this picture as the cover for my English class for Jasmine for this year. Okay, so here I have all of the classes that she's going to take. Okay, and then so I actually had an English class. Let's see, delete, archive. Okay, so here's all the classes that Jasmine is going to take for the year. And then I also just put in here a book list so that I am displaying all of the books that I want us to go through. And some of them I have covers for, others I have just listed. And I can add additional cards for books that I want us to cover as needed. So I have my weekly class list, I have my book list, and then I want to go into scheduling each week, scheduling for the week with the topics and classes. What you'll notice is that I have created cards for morning work and lunch because I wanted to basically separate what assignments I wanted her to work on in the morning after breakfast, and what classes I wanted her to work on after lunch, which would be considered the afternoon, so that she kind of has an idea of her assignments each day based on time. Now, I can also, if I want to, I can be more specific about what I want her to do or less specific. So if I have younger kids, say, or I want to establish a routine in the morning, I can put on there, wake up, brush teeth, comb hair, wash face, blah, blah, blah. I can put all of those taskers above or on morning work, but she's older, she has a morning routine, so I can just simply leave this as is. Now, let's say that I want Jasmine to work on math 3 times per week. I can move pre algebra here in the morning, and I can come here and click on the little edit button, and let's say I want to copy those cards. So if I want Jasmine to work on pre-algebra multiple times during the week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, then when I click on the card, it gives me the option to copy the card to the specific day that I want, and also to select the position. So whether I want the card at the top or the bottom. So here I already have morning work as my first position, so I will select pre-algebra as being a part of my second position and then go ahead and create the card. And then I will do it again in terms of copying for Friday. And I will again say that I want her to study it in the morning. Okay, and so as you can see, just like that, I have scheduled out her pre-algebra class. Now, let's say that I want to add science, general science after lunch, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I can also do that as well. So I can move the card to Monday, and then I can again come and I can make copies. So I can say that I want it on Wednesday and I want it at the third position, okay, so that it falls again after lunch. Okay, so notice that on here on Wednesday, I didn't designate the correct position for general science. So I want her to study it after lunch. I can simply move the lunch card above the science card. And then I can make another copy of the card, and let's say I want it on Friday and I want it as the third option or third position. And again, it should have been the fourth position, but I can simply move the lunch card above. And so right off the bat, you can see that I have assignments for the morning and assignments for the afternoon. Let's say I want her to do guitar in the afternoon. Okay, so hopefully you get the idea. If I want her to practice guitar, let's say on Mondays and Tuesdays, I can do that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I can do Monday afternoons. I can say that I want her to do English on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I can simply copy the card and set the position. Okay, so notice that it gives you great flexibility. Trello gives you great flexibility to be able to visually see what assignments you have. Now, let's go into looking at how we can be more specific about assignments on the actual card or within the actual card. So here I clicked on the card, let's say for pre-algebra. I can write a description or any details that I need. I can add comments to the assignment for each week. So let's say I can say, remember to only do the even problems. Okay, and I can save it. Um, and so I can add comments that are specific to whatever assignment I can do. I can also add a checklist. So for a checklist, let's see, I can say assignment. And then on this checklist, I can add tasks to be accomplished. So I can say read notes. I can say do problems. Let's say numbers 1 through 35, and so on and so forth. And so notice I can be general. I can do this for every day that I have math assigned for Jasmine, where I can say, read your notes or read the textbook, do the problems, or I can be specific and I can say do problems number 1 through 35, etc. And then I can assign a due date. I can assign Jasmine to do it. I can add videos and I can add a due date on that particular assignment. And so you see that there's a lot of flexibility within the actual card assignment, weekly assignment. Okay? Now here's the other thing. Notice how my card looks now. It has a comment, so it lets Jasmine know that she needs to click on the comment. It notifies her that she has task and that she has something that she needs to look at. Now, when Jasmine then goes in and completes these tasks associated with the assignment, she can click on them and notice what it shows on the card now. So notice that it shows green, that Jasmine has completed all tasks for this assignment. So right there, I have an idea of my daughter's progress on her work, and she has an idea of what she's accomplished and what she needs to continue doing. So this is very simple and very nice, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. Now, as I said before, you can add or invite your child. I created a team. So let's see. I've created a team where it's Jasmine can see my boards and she can see it and I can see it, but no one else can see it. So I can do this, create a team for each of my children where I have their specific lessons. Now, the other thing is, do I want to create this template from scratch every week? No, I don't. What I can do then is with this master, what I would do is leave my weekly class list as is. Because this is a master, I would leave my book list and I would leave just morning work and lunch cards showing. But since I'm showing you how to basically create these lessons, then I've added them. But let's take this off, okay? So I'm just going to take off all the cards I've added because I want this to be a template that I can make adjustments to each week. So I just basically want a base from which to work. So I'm going to archive these cards. This is a master board or a master template. Every week when I decide to, I can use this template right here, this master, and I can copy it. And so what can I do to copy it? I will go to menu and I will say copy board. And I will give it a title. I will say that this is Jasmine's week of August 17th, 2020 to August 21st, 2020, and I will create it. Okay? And so then, now notice that let's go out to my boards list now. So notice that I have my master intact, right? And now I can use this board that is designated for this specific week to lay out the different classes and how I want them to look. So this would be where each week I would copy my master template board and then lay out my cards in the manner or the order in which I want them completed for my daughter. Also, this works great if you have so I have an older daughter who is in high school. She's going to be going into her junior year. She's going to have a number of classes that are independent of me, but I can designate those classes and then she herself can go in and move the classes around to the days that she plans to work on them and put in her assignments. So it's good because she is doing some classes online and then she's doing some classes with me. And so we can put both of those classes on there. She's able to move those classes with the assignments around to show what day she's going to be working on them and what is assigned. And I can move classes around or I can input assignments and she can do that herself. So Trello is really beneficial because it gives you flexibility and it gives your kids flexibility to learn how to manage their time. And it's highly color coded, it's highly visual. So if you have a visual learner who likes to organize things simply and uses colors and pictures to understand things, Trello is an awesome app for that. The other reason why I like Trello is because I am a huge believer in weekly lesson planning. I don't like to plan for a month. I don't like to plan for a year because, in my opinion, um, it just so many things can change during the course of from week to week. And with Trello, I can make my lesson plans and I can modify from week to week and still have a snapshot of our progress versus feeling like I have to meet some milestone way off or I have to go over this amount of material by this amount of time, which puts pressure on me. And if a child is struggling or needs additional help, then my whole schedule is blown if I've basically plan for the whole month or the whole year. Now, there's nothing wrong. A lot of homeschool moms do plan for the year and plan for the month. But I find that Trello allows me to plan for the week, and I really like it. And you can use Trello to plan for the month or for the year as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you see that Trello is a homeschool online planner that can be used by both you and your kids to collaborate about their schedule. This helps them to become more independent learners and it helps them to learn how to manage their time better. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to be notified of future videos. Also, don't forget to check out my website, www.aheartforhomeschool.com.